Hey yo, what's up guys? Alright, so this is going to be the first ever video that I have decided to start for YouTube, right? So if you guys don't know about me, I've been trading for some time now, right? And I always like to discover new things, right? And I have two strategies that I commonly use. One is called the brick wall strategy, and another which I just recently saw that happens in the market often, right? So I've started to use this new strategy, right? And today I thought, why not, right? Just do a trade breakdown, do an analysis, or like show you guys what I see in the market, so maybe you guys can learn one or two things, you know. And before we start this video, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying is going to be financial advice. It's just for educational educational purposes only. All right, so you may be thinking, who's this guy? I mean, like, why should I watch him? That's totally up to you. You guys can learn something, why not, right? So these videos that I'm going to post, it's not going to be super fancy with edits and all that. It's just going to be me keeping it real with what is trading, right? If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose, right? So that's about it. That's all it is going to be about. All right, so with that being said, this is the trade that I took. Usually it's quite fast, right? But today the trade just went on and on and on. As you can see, right, I entered my trade at what time was it? 11:30. Yeah, 11:30 in the morning Singapore time. And bruh, it took so damn long. Like literally it only closed at 6 o'clock, 6:10, right? So let me do a breakdown for you guys, what I saw in the market, what made me want to take this trade, etc, etc, right? Okay, so why is it just okay? It's alright, it's alright. Here's what I'm gonna do, right? Because I just realized if I'm opening two trading view at one time, this is what this is what will happen, right? All right, no worries. So the only indicator that I use, maybe two indicators, one is the session, one is the fair value gap by Luxelgo. All right, so today, right, this is today's candle, the 6th of August. What I saw in the market, right, was actually this, or maybe what I can do, let me go replay it back, right? So if you guys don't know, right, my brick wall strategy usually uses fair value gaps, because fair value gaps tell us that the market is pushing to a certain direction, right? So for example, if I'm gonna press replay on this and I'm gonna see let's say the fair value gaps, right? What can you see here? It's just pushing the price up. So that means the more the fair value gaps that we have, or the bigger the fair value gaps we have, the market is pushing in one direction, correct? So what I started doing is getting my daily bias with that, right? So what do you see from here? Just here, don't even go back all the way, just look at this here, right? What this actually tells me that is that this fair value gap got closed out, right? This fair value gap closed this bearish fair value gap, right? You guys don't understand what I mean? Just take a look at this, right? So there was a fair value gap here. This was the most recent fair value gap, right? And it got closed by another fair value gap, right? So literally this is where we are now, like right now, today, right? We are here. So with that being said, I can say that, okay, EU looks bullish to me, right? So if you know about daily biases and all that, right? I usually don't use daily biases for my brick wall strategy. So daily bias was really something new to me. I mean, not new to me, I have learned it before, but for me to implement it in a strategy, it's new to me, right? So this is what I realize in the market. Whenever it creates a fair value gap, right, and if that is the direction that we intend to go, the price will always tap on the fair value gap and move to that direction, right? So in this case, right, today, or rather yesterday, the market already tapped the bottom fair value gap, which means to say what? First thing, the fair value gap got closed, the bearish fair value gap got closed. Secondly, it mitigated our current fair value gap, and right now, I would assume it's going up. But for this current situation, it's a bit different because higher time frame hold higher value, right? So there is a bearish fair value gap right here, correct? So anything can happen. So I wanted to make some bucks before it taps this fair value gap. So what did I do? So because it already tapped here, meaning yesterday it tapped, I was looking to buy at least up to this point right here. Or maybe let me make the thing bigger, right? Up to this green line right here. So what I did, I went down to the 4 hour, right? I went to the 4 hour and I saw the same thing basically, right? Fair value gap, it tapped but it went down. All right, so today, right, today, what day is it? It's Wednesday. All right, so on the Wednesday, which is like from this 4 hour candle up till now, right, there was a fair value gap right here. Or maybe let me just off this so that you guys don't get confused, right? There was a fair value gap right here. Fair value gap. All right, okay, so I'm taking up at this. So at 8 o'clock I did my analysis and I saw that okay, I'm supposed to go up. My fair value gap is not tapped, right? I waited for this fair value gap to go up, right? I'm not a swing trader, I'm a, what do you call that, scalper, right? So I just wait and wait and wait for my fair value gap to get tapped, right? So up till this point, which was, what time was it? 8:55. This is when I did my analysis. I just waited for my fair value gap to get tapped, which was at 9:25 a.m. right? So it got tapped. In case you guys are confused with my candles, the black candles are the red candles, the gold or the yellow candles are the green candles, right? So I waited to see a confirmation, right? What is a confirmation? Basically a market structure shift or a change of character, right? So in this case, I saw the market go up, but it didn't, create a change of, okay, that's too big, man. I'm just gonna make it bold so that you guys will be, it will be easier for you guys to see, right? Market structure shift, nah, it didn't happen. It went lower, it swept our liquidity right here. Where's my liquidity button? Okay, just imagine this. I'm just going to change the color, guys. Imagine this is a liquidity point, right? It swept our liquidity and now it's going up again, right? And this is on the 5 minutes. So what I'm looking for a market structure shift, right? Right now I got that. Okay, so now that I got this, then again it falls back to fair value gaps, right? I see the market going up and I'm like, okay, so if it mitigates my fair value gap, I'm going in an entry, right? I waited, another fair value gap was created, so I didn't take from that fair value gap. I just waited and waited, right? And I saw another fair value gap created, so I moved on to the recent fair value gap, right? And there was another fair value gap, so I waited again, right? Just waited and waited. And if I'm not wrong, this is where it tapped, yeah. So you see, it tapped. So there's many ways to enter, right? You can enter from the 50%, you can enter the full mitigation, or you can take at the start. For me, I like to take at the start. So there are multiple ways to enter. You could have just entered from here itself, right? But that's a story for another day, right? Okay, so I entered here. My stop loss was, where was it? Was it here or there? Yeah, it was here. Go a full TP stop loss. Yeah, it was here. Because I already knew that, the stop loss is already 11.3 and it's too big for me. So I just try to minimize my losses, right? So went for a 1:2, and if you can see the 1:2, right, it's around that fair value gap that we marked on the daily, right? So this automatically becomes a high risk trade because both sides we have a big time frame fair value gap, right? So what happened next, right? As you can see, we hit TP, right? It's just going up and up and up and up, right? And right now, what do you see? Right now, as of now, right? I'm not even going on the replay. We are seeing resistance. So this is what I see in the market every single day. I noticed when I'm using my brick wall strategy, right? I noticed that why is it that every time when there's a fair value gap on a bigger time frame, it reacts a little. Like with this strategy, you can literally run it, man. You can run it for 1:3, 1:4. That's totally up to you. But for me, I just get how much I can and get off the market. So 1:2, I'm good enough. I mean, it's good enough for me, right? So if you want to see how it looked like, right, it was like this, literally, like just like this. This potential target that I've marked here was actually the 4-hour fair value gap that was unmitigated, right? The daily fair value gap was here, was a little lower, right? So I just found that, you know, since I took the entry on the 4-hour with the 4-hour fair value gap, I should mark a 4-hour kind of entry, right? So that's about it, guys. Hope you guys learned a thing or two. I hope I can make more videos like this for you guys, but if time permits, I will do more videos, something like this, just analyzing what I did, what I took, right? And I hope this is the start of something new, because I don't usually do YouTube videos. I don't do YouTube videos on trading, right? So this is totally something new for me, and I just had an alert, which means we might have a possible entry. So if we take that trade, then I might show you guys. But if I don't take that trade, then I'm not gonna show, obviously. But yeah, if I take the trade and if I win, right, I'll show you guys. If I lose, I'm also gonna show you guys, because as I said, I want to keep it real. All right, so stay hustling. Peace out.